Have you ever paused to wonder why some people in their mid-70s can stroll through a park for hours with energy and ease, while others barely past 60 struggle to make it down a flight of stairs because their legs feel unsteady or weak? What's really behind that striking difference? Is it all about genetics, or is there something more subtle and profound going on beneath the surface, something that many of us overlook? Here's the real reason. Every single morning, the moment you wake up, your body begins breaking down muscle. It sounds alarming, but it's especially true in your lower limbs. And if you don't give your body the right kind of nourishment within the first 2 hours of your day, this muscle loss speeds up quietly. There's no loud alarm, no sharp pain, just a slow, silent weakening. Your calves might feel softer, your balance might start to slip, and even simple movements could start to feel like more of an effort. The good news: you don't need expensive prescriptions or a fancy gym membership to fight this process. In fact, a small shift in your morning habit, something as simple as what's on your breakfast plate, can help preserve your muscle tone, improve your stability, and prevent age-related muscle loss altogether. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 easy breakfast ideas that experts in both the US and Europe highly recommend for people over 50. These aren't trendy superfoods or exotic ingredients. You'll likely find most of them in your kitchen right now. But when eaten correctly and at the right time, these simple foods can strengthen your legs, support your mobility, and help you feel more youthful for years to come. As always, before making any changes to your nutrition, be sure to check in with your doctor, but the information in this video could make a real difference in how you age gracefully, confidently, and with greater independence. And don't forget, subscribing to this channel is just the beginning. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you never miss a tip that could transform your health journey. Sometimes all it takes is one piece of advice shared at the right moment to change the way you age. Lastly, a heartfelt thank you to Mr. Frank Suarez, whose knowledge continues to inspire and teach us how to use food to enhance the well-being of older adults ready to take the first step. Let's begin with something incredibly simple yet powerful: one whole boiled egg. Now, let's look a little deeper at why this simple dish is far more powerful than it seems. Though it might be seen as a basic breakfast staple or an unassuming side dish, the whole boiled egg is actually a nutritional powerhouse, especially when it comes to rebuilding muscle and enhancing lower body stability. Beneath that smooth shell lies one of nature's most complete sources of protein, packed with all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need for repair and regeneration. Among these amino acids, one in particular, leucine, plays a starring role. Leucine is vital for kickstarting your body's muscle repair process. And as we age, especially after 60, our natural ability to synthesize protein begins to decline. This makes leucine not just helpful, but essential. Here's something many people miss: most of that precious leucine, along with vitamin D, B12, and choline, is concentrated in the yolk, not the white. If you've been avoiding egg yolks due to outdated fears about cholesterol, you might actually be denying your body the powerful nutrients it needs to stay strong, mobile, and well-coordinated. Single quotes, just take our word for it. A study from the University of Birmingham found that older adults who ate whole eggs daily for 3 months experienced noticeable improvements in their balance, leg strength, and even everyday tasks like climbing stairs or rising from a chair. Imagine gaining back the ease of those movements simply by adding one whole egg to your morning routine. And there's more. Thanks to the B12 and choline, eggs don't just support your muscles, they also sharpen communication between your brain and limbs. This boosts your movement control, coordination, and even your reaction time. These small improvements can play a big role in preventing falls, something especially important for older adults who may be experiencing slower reflexes. By the way, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Drop a comment below and feel free to share your questions. And if this message resonates with you so far, go ahead and type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I want to know who's on this journey with me. Before we move on, here's a quick tip. You don't need to be a gourmet chef to cook the perfect boiled egg. Just place your egg in cold water, bring it gently to a boil, and let it simmer for 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how soft or firm you like the yolk. Then plunge it into an ice bath. Not only does this stop the cooking instantly, it also makes peeling the shell a breeze. Simple, right? Here's a little kitchen tip that not only makes peeling your eggs easier, but also adds a powerful health boost. Try adding a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to the boiling water. Not only will it soften the shell for quicker peeling, but it also enhances flavor and helps your body gently break down proteins, making digestion easier, especially for older adults. Want to turn your egg into a more complete, gut-friendly breakfast? Pair it with a few slices of avocado, rich in healthy fats that nourish your cells, or toss in some fresh cucumber rounds for a satisfying crunch and extra hydration. These simple additions don't just taste good, they support digestion and improve the absorption of choline, the brain and muscle-supporting nutrient we talked about earlier. This is especially helpful for those with naturally slowing metabolisms, worried about cholesterol. Don't be. Modern research has debunked the old myths. Studies show that consuming 1 to 2 eggs per day has no negative effect on heart health. In healthy adults, in fact, it can support muscle maintenance and help manage body weight, to major concerns as we age. Here's a smart swap idea for your next breakfast. Instead of reaching for buttered toast or sugary cereal, try to medium boiled eggs with a side of colorful veggies or a slice of whole grain toast. That small switch could eventually boost your stamina, improve how smoothly you move, and contribute to stronger, more reliable legs, something we all need as the years pass. Now, let's move on to the second powerhouse food combo, one that acts like your body's daily repair crew, quietly improving endurance and relieving muscular strain from the inside out. If whole eggs lay the foundation for strength, oats and chia seeds are the silent support system that keeps you running. These plant-based champions might not get much attention in muscle-building diets, but don't underestimate them. They play a critical role in sustaining energy, calming inflammation, and slowing age-related muscle decline, particularly for adults over 50 who start noticing tighter, more fatigued legs during everyday activities. The secret lies in a special compound called beta-glucan, a form of soluble fiber found in abundance in oats, especially in steel-cut or rolled varieties. Beta-glucan helps regulate blood sugar and reduces chronic inflammation, the kind that doesn't scream for attention like an injury, but quietly eats away at your muscle strength over time. But that's just part of what oats and chia can do for your body. But their benefits don't stop there. Over time, many older adults notice more frequent leg cramps, muscle stiffness, or a decrease in flexibility. That's where regular oat consumption steps in. It can help slow down this uncomfortable process. Oats are surprisingly rich in iron, magnesium, and plant-based protein, which together work to repair tired muscles, regulate muscle contractions, and restore your energy reserves after a night's sleep. Now, let's take that bowl of oats to the next level. When you stir in chia seeds, you're giving your breakfast an extra layer of healing power. These tiny seeds are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, well known for improving joint mobility and reducing muscle soreness after physical activity. But that's not all. Chia seeds also contain generous amounts of potassium and calcium, two key minerals that support muscle coordination and smooth nerve to muscle communication, making this breakfast is refreshingly simple and highly adaptable. Start with about 3 tablespoons of oats and soak them in warm water or unsweetened almond milk for 10 minutes. Then simmer gently over low heat until the mixture becomes soft and creamy. In the final minute, stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and let them absorb the liquid until they turn into a smooth, gel-like consistency. For a dash of flavor and an extra health boost, sprinkle in a bit of cinnamon or nutmeg. These spices don't just taste good, they also help regulate blood sugar levels. Prefer something quicker? Try overnight oats. Simply mix oats, chia seeds, and your milk of choice in a jar, refrigerate overnight, and enjoy cold the next morning. It's fast, easy, and still incredibly nourishing. Want to give your breakfast even more power? Add a few blueberries or a slice of fresh ginger. Not only will it enhance flavor, but it'll also help boost blood circulation and deliver anti-inflammatory benefits, perfect for anyone dealing with morning stiffness, cold feet, or sluggish circulation. Beyond being delicious, this O10 Chia combo fuels your muscles with a slow-releasing energy source, ideal for your morning walk, gentle stretches, or just getting through the first half of your day with strength and ease. But here's the key: consistency matters. Eating oats and chia once won't make a big difference, but adding them to your routine daily, that's where the real benefits begin to build. Together, they support not just your muscles and joints, but your balance, flexibility, and overall vitality. It's more than a breakfast, it's a daily investment in your longevity and active lifestyle. Now, speaking of small things that pack a punch. But not just any banana. The third powerhouse food on our list is this underrated fruit, a slightly underripe banana. Often overlooked in favor of its fully ripened, sweet counterpart, this version of the banana holds a surprising amount of benefits for nerve strength, muscular control, and coordination, especially for those over 50. You see, bananas are often praised for their convenience and natural energy boost. But when it comes to promoting leg strength, balance, and fluid movement, the ripeness of your banana actually matters more than you think. If you're used to grabbing a soft, spotty, fully yellow banana, it might be time to rethink that habit. Instead, reach for a banana that's firm, pale yellow with just a hint of green at the ends. At this slightly underripe stage, bananas contain a unique blend of nutrients that support everyday mobility, balance, and muscle reactivity far better than their overly ripe cousins. Why does this matter? First, let's talk about potassium, a mineral that acts like an electrolyte fuel line, delivering vital energy to both muscles and nerves. As we age, even minor physical activity can trigger symptoms of muscle cramps, twitches, stiffness, or fatigue, all signs that your potassium levels might be dipping. Bananas are well known for being potassium-rich, and eating them daily can go a long way toward smoother, stronger movement. But there's more. Slightly underripe bananas also contain more vitamin B6, which helps your body produce neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. While these brain chemicals are often linked to mood, they also play a key role in motor coordination, gait stability, and preventing that dizzy or off-balance feeling during movement. And here's what truly sets slightly underripe bananas apart: something called resistant starch. This special form of prebiotic fiber passes through your small intestine undigested and becomes a feast for your gut's good bacteria. That's a good thing. A healthy gut environment boosts the absorption of important minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, all critical for muscle contraction, energy production, and tissue repair. Not sure how to add it to your routine? It's easy. For a nutrient-packed breakfast, slice half of a firm banana over a warm bowl of steel-cut oats or mix it into some Greek yogurt. Looking for something warm and comforting? Lightly bake the banana at 180 degrees Celsius with a dab of almond butter and a dash of cinnamon, a delicious, low-sugar option to soothe and nourish. Or blend it into a smoothie with spinach and flax seeds for a muscle-loving combo that fuels your body and tastes amazing. Here's a little-known trick. Instead of peeling your banana from the stem, try peeling it from the bottom up. Not only is it cleaner and easier, but it allows you to retain a bit of the white inner lining, a fibrous layer that contains trace amounts of fiber and antioxidants that support blood sugar balance and digestion. And just like that, you've turned a simple banana into a strategic, muscle-supporting super snack. But we're not done yet. But before we get to that, Here's one final tip on bananas. If your digestion is strong enough, you can even include a thin slice of the soft inner peel in your smoothie. Just be sure to rinse the banana well before using. That peel contains trace fiber and antioxidants that further support digestion and blood sugar balance. By simply adding one slightly underripe banana a day, particularly in the morning or after light physical activity, you're giving your muscles and nervous system a steady stream of clean fuel. Over time, you might notice less stiffness in your legs and feet, better balance, and improved ease in movements like getting out of low chairs or going for short walks. It's truly a natural mobility booster wrapped in yellow, but as bananas activate your muscles and nervous system, the next item on our list works behind the scenes, supporting tissue healing and strength restoration, especially while you sleep. Let's talk about Greek yogurt. While you're asleep, usually for 6 to 8 hours, your body enters a temporary state of muscle breakdown, a process known as catabolism. Without food or fluids during that time, your muscles, especially in the legs, begin to weaken. This effect becomes even more pronounced in people over 50 whose muscles naturally lose mass and strength with age. That's why what you eat within the first 2 hours of waking plays a critical role in halting this breakdown and starting the repair process. And few foods are better suited for that job than Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained, making it thicker and richer in protein, nearly twice as much, in fact. This is particularly important for older adults, as our bodies require more protein per meal to kickstart the same muscle rebuilding response that younger bodies achieve with less, but the magic lies in the type of protein it contains, casein. Casein digests slowly, gradually releasing amino acids into your bloodstream over several hours. This provides sustained support for muscle maintenance all morning long, acting like a slow drip of muscle repair fuel, especially important for those in their 60s and beyond. Greek yogurt is also rich in vitamin D, which helps boost muscle function and reduce joint stiffness to areas where many seniors feel the toll of aging. And let's not forget calcium, a mineral that not only strengthens bones but also supports muscle contraction, essential for movements like walking, standing, or even climbing stairs. So, how can you make the most of this protein-packed powerhouse? We'll explore delicious, easy ways to enjoy Greek yogurt in the next segment. And after that, something warm, golden, and deeply soothing awaits. Let's talk about salmon and its fatty fish cousins like mackerel, sardines, herring, and trout. Why are these fish so incredibly effective, especially as we age? The answer lies in their naturally high concentrations of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA docosahexaenoic acid and EPA icosapentaenoic acid. These aren't just healthy fats, they act like cellular lubricants, smoothing communication between cells, supporting insulin response, reducing stiffness, and dramatically speeding up muscle cell recovery. That matters because, as we grow older, the body's ability to absorb and use protein efficiently begins to decline. That means even if you're eating enough protein, your muscles, particularly in the legs, may not be rebuilding as effectively as they used to. Here's the good news: omega-3 salts have been shown to improve this process, essentially making every gram of protein more effective in repairing and maintaining your muscles. But that's just one layer. Salmon also delivers a powerful dose of vitamin D and vitamin B12, two essential nutrients for keeping your nervous system sharp and responsive. Vitamin D is crucial for bone strength, and it helps lower the risk of falls, instability, and tremors. Meanwhile, B12 plays a vital role in neuromuscular communication, helping your brain send clear, accurate signals to your muscles. Have you ever felt like your legs weren't quite doing what your mind intended? Like climbing stairs felt slightly uncoordinated, or your grip seemed weaker than usual? For many older adults, these are subtle signs of B12 deficiency, and the right fish can help correct that. Now, you might be wondering, do I need fancy recipes to get these benefits? Not at all. A simple salmon fillet, lightly seasoned with Fresh lemon juice and cracked black pepper, then pan-seared for about 5 minutes on each side, can make for a deeply satisfying, nutrient-dense meal. If you're looking for something even gentler on the stomach, try poaching the fish in a light broth with a bay leaf and a slice of ginger. It's warming, easy to digest, and perfect for those with sensitive digestion. And if fresh fish isn't always an option, no problem. Canned options like sardines, mackerel, or herring are not only budget-friendly, but they're also surprisingly rich in nutrients. In fact, many of these options contain tiny edible bones, giving you an added boost of calcium, yet another benefit for bone strength and muscle function. In the next segment, we'll explore a humble root that adds more than flavor to your plate. It's golden, grounding, and known for calming inflammation from the inside out. For instance, canned sardines, mackerel, or herring, especially those packed in extra virgin olive oil or spring water, offer a no-fuss, high-energy solution. No need to cook, just spread them on a slice of whole grain toast, stir them into creamy, mashed avocado, or toss them into a colorful chopped veggie salad. Want to elevate both flavor and circulation? Try adding a few sprigs of fresh herbs like parsley or dill, a splash of apple cider vinegar, or thin slices of fresh ginger or mild chili. These simple additions not only brighten the taste, but also promote better blood flow, helping fuel your muscles more effectively. By including fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, even just at breakfast or lunch, you may start to notice subtle but meaningful changes: less stiffness in the morning, fewer cramps, and steadier balance when rising from a chair or walking longer distances. At first, these changes might feel small, almost invisible, but like the slow strengthening of roots beneath the soil, they quietly build a foundation for better mobility, fewer injuries, and greater confidence in everyday movement. You don't need to overhaul your life or spend hours in the gym. Often, it's the quiet choices at the breakfast table that spark the greatest transformation. A piece of oily fish, a firm banana, a spoonful of chia oats, or even a soft boiled egg. They may seem simple, but together they become the pillars of your strength, energy, and independence. If this video sparked something in you or simply reminded you of the power of everyday nutrition, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps us reach more people who could benefit from these small but mighty tips. And now, we'd love to hear from you. Which breakfast idea are you inspired to try this week? What's your age, and have you recently started adding salmon or sardines to your meals? Share your thoughts and recipes in the comments. We learn so much from each other. Lastly, if you found this helpful, send it to your parents, friends, or neighbors. Sometimes one small suggestion today can prevent years of decline down the road. To keep receiving practical, easy-to-follow tips on staying strong, balanced, and energized well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because remember, the very first bite of the day is your first step toward protecting your legs, your nerves, and your lifelong mobility.